Barron Trump. A name synonymous with power, privilege, and now, possibility. Born in 2006, he was thrust into the spotlight from a young age. His father, the business tycoon and future President Donald Trump, cast a long shadow. Yet, Barron carved his own path. Barron's early years were a whirlwind of luxury and attention. He grew up in Trump Tower, a gilded palace in the sky. Private schools, designer clothes, and constant media scrutiny became the norm. But behind the opulent facade, Barron remained an enigma. While Donald Trump's older children embraced the limelight, Barron shied away. He was rarely seen at public events. His mother, Melania, fiercely protected his privacy. To the world, he was the mysterious youngest Trump, a silent observer in a family known for its boisterous nature. Barron's childhood was anything but ordinary. He attended Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School, one of Manhattan's most elite institutions. There, he excelled academically, showing a particular aptitude for languages and mathematics. His classmates knew him as quiet and respectful. Life changed dramatically when his father became the 45th President of the United States. The family relocated to the White House, a far cry from their opulent New York penthouse. Despite the upheaval, Barron seemed unfazed. Barron's time in the White House was marked by his mother's protective presence. Melania Trump, fiercely private, shielded him from the relentless media glare. She insisted on normalcy, ensuring he continued his schooling and extracurricular activities. Inside the White House, Barron navigated a world few teenagers could imagine. He met world leaders, attended state dinners, and witnessed history firsthand. Yet he remained remarkably grounded. His parents, despite their demanding schedules, made time for family dinners and outings. As the youngest child, Barron enjoyed a unique dynamic with his father. Donald Trump, often portrayed as stern and demanding, softened when it came to his youngest son. He affectionately called him Melania's little Donald and praised his intelligence and composure. Life in the White House wasn't without its challenges. The constant scrutiny, the lack of privacy, and the weight of his family name took a toll. Yet Barron emerged from his teenage years seemingly unscathed. He graduated high school with honors and enrolled at NYU, choosing to forge his own path away from the family businesses. Leaving the White House in 2021, Barron and his family settled into their Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida. The change of pace suited him. He embraced a more laid-back lifestyle, spending time with friends, playing golf, and enjoying the Florida sunshine. At NYU, Barron kept a low profile. He chose to live in student housing, blending in with his classmates. His towering height, however, made him hard to miss. He excelled in his studies, focusing on finance and economics. Away from the spotlight, Barron blossomed. He developed a close-knit circle of friends, many of whom had no idea about his family's political past. He volunteered at local charities, working with underprivileged children and environmental causes. The public, used to seeing him as the shy boy in the background, began to see a different side of Barron Trump. Section 5. Stepping into the political arena. As the 2024 election cycle heated up, all eyes turned to the Trump family. Would Donald Trump seek another term in the White House? And if so, what role would his family play? Behind the scenes, Barron was quietly making his presence felt. Now a young man of 18, he had inherited his father's sharp intellect and his mother's quiet charisma. He understood the power of social media and the importance of connecting with younger voters. Barron's influence on his father's campaign was subtle but significant. He encouraged him to engage with new platforms, reaching out to Gen Z voters on TikTok and Instagram. He advised him on messaging, urging him to focus on issues that resonated with younger generations, such as climate change and student loan debt. Section 6. The 2024 election. The 2024 presidential election was one of the most contentious in American history. Donald Trump, running on a platform of economic populism and a return to America First policies, faced a formidable opponent in the incumbent president. Barron, now a familiar face on the campaign trail, became a valuable asset. He connected with young voters, speaking their language and addressing their concerns. His quiet confidence and thoughtful demeanor offered a stark contrast to his father's often combative style. While his father dominated the headlines, Barron worked tirelessly behind the scenes. He organized rallies, canvassed college campuses, and used his social media savvy to mobilize young voters. his efforts did not go unnoticed. The media, initially skeptical, began to take note of his growing influence. Section 7. Inauguration Day, 2025 and beyond. Inauguration Day 2025 dawned bright and cold in Washington, D.C. Donald Trump, once again standing on the steps of the Capitol building, took the oath of office for the third time. Standing beside him, tall and proud, was his son Barron. Barron's presence at his father's side sent a powerful message. It signaled a changing of the guard, a new generation of Trumps ready to take on the world stage. The shy boy who once avoided the spotlight had blossomed into a confident young man, ready to make his mark. In the months that followed, Barron took on a more public role. He accompanied his father on foreign trips, met with world leaders, and became a vocal advocate for issues close to his heart. He used his platform to raise awareness about climate change, promote education, and inspire young people to get involved in the political process. Section 8. Public Perception and Speculation. Barron's transformation from a private teenager to a public figure captivated the nation. The media, once quick to criticize and mock, now praised his maturity, intelligence, and grace under pressure. Speculation swirled about his future. Would he follow in his father's footsteps and seek elected office? Would he leverage his family name to launch a successful business career? Or would he chart his own course, using his platform to champion social causes? While the public remained eager for any glimpse into his life, Barron remained remarkably grounded. He continued his studies at NYU, balancing his coursework with his burgeoning public profile. He dated discreetly, avoiding the tabloids and focusing on building a life outside of the political bubble. Section 9. The Future of Barron Trump. As the sun sets on another day in Washington, D.C., one thing is clear. Barron Trump is a force to be reckoned with. He is intelligent, charismatic, and deeply passionate about making a difference in the world. The future is unwritten, but one thing is certain. Barron Trump is writing his own story. He is no longer simply Donald Trump's son. He is his own man, forging his own path, and leaving an indelible mark on the world stage.